I couldn't catch all of them, but we truly had some great speakers this morning. I hope you learned a little bit more about energy, things you're struggling with from day in and day out. And I'm delighted at this point to present some awards. One of my fun jobs at MD, I'm Esther Lamb, and I'm the founder of the organization. I live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I've had MD for 60 years, and I'm in remission. So there is hope with this illness. Anyway, so one of my favorite things here is telling people that yes, we do appreciate you. And our first award is going to be a young lady who has had MD. Our second award is going to be volunteer. A volunteer of the year. She's also here. Our third award is going to be virtual from a doctor, and our final award is going to be here also. So, Lisa, take it away.
Building what Esther said, to thank one another, but also to encourage one another. And my thanks to the Myasthenia Gravis Foundation of Michigan for always partnering with the Coraggio, with Courage I Can theme to award somebody who shows that Coraggio spirit. And so each year, Myasthenia Gravis Foundation of Michigan with Coraggio presents the Courage Award to a recipient who embodies the theme of "With Courage I Can, persevere and resiliently lead a life of purpose and joy." It's my honor in 2024 to award the Coraggio Award to Ava Schmucker. She's a young woman who approaches each day with courage and determination to live a life of purpose, to live a life that's rich with family, with community, with faith, and with gratitude. And I want to just tell you a little bit about Ava's life. I have a lot written out on the award plaque I'll give her. But Ava, at the age of 4, would work alongside her family on the family farm with all those activities and any of the household chores. And she and her parents noticed the muscle weakness that she was having, especially her arms and legs. They live in Indiana, and her parents were determined to find a provider that would be able to help her. And so they now regularly drive to East Lansing, Michigan, where Ava gets her care. And at the time that she was diagnosed, neither Ava nor her family knew anyone with myasthenia gravis, correct? So they, alongside with her, had that courage and determination that we're going to figure this out and we're going to get the treatment. And Ava continues that life. And she's not only humble, but she also is very thankful to everybody in her family. They interact. I know that your grandfather helped you with some of the language here too. It's really beautiful. But also she's thankful for her community, and she extends it to everybody at Myasthenia Gravis Foundation Michigan, and Esther as well. So for me personally, knowing Ava from when she was young and when we first met one another, and she's a beautiful pen pal. And I would get the most beautiful letters describing everything she might have done that day. She got up early and she was bottle feeding her little calf or something like that. And always would sign it to me, "Your friend, Ava." And it really touched me as she went positively through her life. So Ava, if you will come up here, we have your special friend Esther here too. And we love her. And Esther would love to give you your actual award. And
thank you so much. And that Eva in St. Louis to show you how much the family supports her. She was at a national conference in St. Louis. She was a good friend of the family. And their family ever since. Thank you. Our second award, hold on, so you get your notes. Our second award is going to be Volunteer of the Year. Janet Junto lives in Harbor Springs. We met her over 10 years ago. From the beginning, Janet's desire was to have more representation in Upper Michigan. Yep. However, her MG at the time was very unstable and for many years limited her involvement. In early May of 2023, she phoned our office in response to a newsletter article asking for board applications. Our board is always open to applications. And was invited to our May 2023 board meeting. Her desire to join the board was to learn more about our structure and goals and how she, as with her nursing administration background, could be attest to help us, even though she lived 200 miles away. When she was told the board was in fact looking for up north volunteer administrator, ambassador. She agreed and was appointed to fill a vacant position on the board. Janet was passionate about having more support meetings in northern Michigan. In June, this past June, she scheduled a year ago. She scheduled a planning meeting with Miss Strauss, who also lived in lower Michigan. Since then, she has organized meetings in Elk Rapids, Gaylord, Cadillac, Mount Pleasant, Traverse City, and we've got an upcoming one in Kalkaska. So anybody up north, join us on October 24th. She has truly stepped forward to support patients in northern Michigan. The many phone calls and emails involved to locate a meeting place, checking out parking availability, making sure it is accessible for those with physical needs, arranging the room, having snacks, water, brochures, being available there is all the time-consuming and yet heart of a volunteer. And the rewards come when people attend the meetings to learn from each other and to share on their NG journey. Janet is thoughtful, compassionate, patient-oriented asset to MGMI. We are truly honored and pleased to present her with the Volunteer of the Year Award.
I can't add much to what Esther said. This has been a journey for me that I highly, so sorry. And I'm really blessed to be in this group and honored and humbled, and I enjoy tremendously what I do. I was diagnosed, as she said, in 2014 and have had a rough ride, and still not entirely stable. But what I do for the patients that have MG just warms my heart, and I hope to continue it for a long time. And like Esther said, if anybody's up north with their stores, October 24th, to the library, 3 to 5. So, and I have one more thing to add. If you have not read, and I don't know if I can do this or not, it's a conflict. If you haven't read Lisa's books, especially Coraggio, check out her books. The Coraggio has helped me a lot. She's left the room.
Her website is With Courage I Can.
Yes.
Lisa,
Who is up there?
she has 4 books out there, but the first one tells about her MG journey, and it's really heartwarming.
So, and don't give up hope. You should always have hope. There's so many new drugs on the market and treatments that hopefully will all go in the machine sometime. That's good.
Thank you. We have one more physical award, and this is going to Pastor Man Founders Award. This award was actually set up by this recipient 2 years ago. So it's my pleasure to give the Volunteer of the Year Award to Susan Hunter. This number's heavy, so we're gonna leave it set on the stand. I am deeply honored to present the Esther M. Rand Founders Award to Susan M. Warner. Each year, this award is presented to someone who has displayed the characteristics of initiative, courage, passion, fortitude in promoting the purpose for which this organization was founded, to serve myasthenia gravis patients through information, education, educating them in how to live their best life with MG, and through compassionate service. Susan has modeled these qualities in many ways. I'm in it all the way attitude initially brought her to MGMI in early January of 2016 as neuroscience patient services coordinator, neuroscience community manager at Trinity Health Howenstein's neurosciences. She was well aware of what myasthenia gravis was. Since day one, Susan passionately promoted the well-being of MG patients. By the end of January 2016, she was appointed to serve on our board of directors, and in November, she was voted as board president. Move slowly. She continues in that position. As a board member, Susan has procured meeting rooms for our board while learning how to operate and our potential for change and growth. In 2017, she engaged us as a host of patient education. She encouraged us to start the whole patient education conference. Utilizing her insights and professional expertise, the conference became a reality. Today, you see the testament of Susan's involvement and her 8 years of service of information to educate MG patients. Since 2017, new treatment options for our MG patients have become available, and professionally, she is making acquaintances with pharmaceutical firms. These connections filtered to MGMI, and today we are deeply honored to have sponsors posted in the hallway. You have met Alexion, Argenx, InfuCare is a infusion firm, and Amgen is out there. Their representative did not come, we're not sure why, but it's these people that have helped us to make this conference available to you today. And because Susan's connection, this is how we are here. So we are truly appreciate all of her large part for her fortitude in keeping us moving forward. Last year, through her initiative, MGMI embarked on setting up a new website, giving us a fresh look, ease in navigation, accessibility menu, and an updated logo. Also through her prompting, the board developed a 3-year strategic plan, including setting our vision, living your best life with MG. In lieu of all these accomplishments, on behalf of MGMI and MG patients throughout Michigan, we are truly privileged and honored to present the 2024 Esther M. Rand Founders Award to Susan Wallner.
Say, just like Esther come to the board, any of you can become board members. It's always open. I serve at the pleasure of really the team that we have that is not even full-time. And so our team, which I want to recognize also, our board has done a lot in the last 4 to 5 years. And it was not easy, but all of them, once they saw the kind of the fruits of our labor and the involvement with patients, which is everybody's passion, that was really what has driven us. So thank you, Esther, for that. I'm glad I invented it for you. I just thought for Esther, this was an opportunity for her, because of her kind of experience in the community, to really give back awards to people who she has benefited from and the passion she has. And her passion actually streams into the rest of us, so thank you.
Thank you.
Our final award will be going to Dr. Chris Glisson. Is he on?
Yes, he is, and we're spotlighting him.
Dr. Chris Glisson came to Grand Rapids in 2008 as the first neuro-ophthalmologist at Hellenstein Neurosciences Center. Being both a neurologist and an ophthalmologist, MGMI immediately heard excellent reviews from patients who were under his care. Our mutual interest in myasthenia gravis and MG patients brought him in contact with our foundation and perked his interest in our activities and organization. Since a reciprocal fit, Dr. Glisson joined our medical advisory board in 2010. 4 months later, he presented the eyes in MG at our annual conference. Over the next several years, he wrote replies to questions on our Ask the Doctor column in our newsletter and gave other presentations on ocular MG. An assistant professor in the Department of Neurology and Ophthalmology at MSU, he also taught students about MG and reminded colleagues about the condition during grand rounds. When our office received calls from patients asking generic questions that required medical expertise, the answers were sent out to the full medical board, but most often it was Dr. Glisson who responded first. His expert advice was appreciated by the patients as well as informing and educating our office. He is a caring and competent neurologist with an interest in you as a patient while seeking the best treatment option to obtain your best quality of life. An exceptional healthcare provider. In 2014, Dr. Glisson joined our board of trustees, where he gave excellent advice on medical matters and shared his expertise as we planned and developed ways for MGMI to encourage and support those living in the MG community. When Dr. Glisson's children were young, he brought them to our summer fundraiser and enjoyed activities and met Griff, the mascot for the Grand Rapids Griffins hockey team. He also attended several holiday parties with his wife and kids and even his mom. After serving MG and the Grand Rapids community for 15 years, in January of this year, he accepted a position to lead an emerging neuroscience institute in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We miss him greatly. Yet, send our sincere best wishes on this new endeavor in his life. As a tribute, the Myasthenia Gravis Foundation of Michigan is honored to present this award. In grateful appreciation to Christopher Glisson, DO, for faithful service to MGMI as medical advisor, 2008 to 2023. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Esther. Thank you, Susan. Thank you to MGMI for this incredible honor. I just appreciate it so much. And I wish that I could be with you all in person today. It really breaks my heart to not be there, but our children that used to be small, Esther, as you mentioned, are not so small anymore. So I'm actually joining you from my son's dorm room on the campus of Oklahoma State University, where we're here for Parents Weekend. I tell people frequently that it's been one of the greatest joys and privileges of my career to have been affiliated with MGMI. I think the spirit of leadership and service and outreach that this organization has exemplified and has grown over the years is truly second to none. And it just really has been a great joy to have served alongside you for all of these years. But the mission continues. If you know anything about the central part of the United States and northeastern Oklahoma in particular, you know that there is just a dramatic need for neuroscience services, particularly for expertise around myasthenia gravis and other neurodegenerative diseases. So I'm here helping to develop a vision that will mitigate some of those deficits and help to provide an infrastructure that gives much needed care to patients in the Northeastern Oklahoma community. And please understand that as I go about this work, I bring with me the spirit and leadership that I've learned from all of you in serving alongside. So thank you again for this wonderful award, and I wish MGMI all the best going forward. Thank you.